Hi and happy Monday. Today is Monday, February the 25th, and this is the last angel card reading of the month of February. So I hope that it's been a very good month for you. Lots of things going on for a lot of us, and I hope whatever's moving and grooving for you, that things are going well. Want to wish a very, very, very good and dear friend of mine, happy birthday, Laura Miller, who resides in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, is celebrating a birthday today. She's like another mom to me, and we visit her often. I dog sit for her. She's always there for me, and I just want to say happy birthday, Ma. I hope you have an awesome day, and I wish more than ever that I was in Mexico celebrating with you today, but enjoy your day. So today's the 25th, and we had a full moon last week. It was absolutely beautiful. Lots of energy in that moon. I hope that each of you were able to take advantage of that time, and maybe setting some intentions, journaling, doing some things to just take advantage and utilize that energy to the best of your abilities. And we're moving along in this year so far, and lots going on for a lot of people. This week, I did, always ask my angel team, what angel deck do we want to use? And we're going to use the Angels and Ancestors deck. I did an angel card class this last Friday night on 2/22, and it went really well. And we go through quite a bit of information in a short period of time, but gives you an opportunity to practice with other people in a really very safe environment. And we all enjoyed that class. So I'll be scheduling another one soon, so keep an eye out for that. As far as events, just remember we have a couple really awesome things coming up. The March 23rd Medium Gallery, an Afternoon of Spirit with myself, Jen Lloyd from Oshkosh, and Mike Pazorski will be doing a gallery reading event from 2 to 4 at the Crown Plaza. Tickets are $45 and they're on sale at eventbrite.com. You can search my name, Mediumship Oak Creek, and it'll come up. Or you can go to my Facebook page, any of our Facebook pages really. The event is there. Click in the Eventbrite link and then you can purchase your tickets. Seating's limited, so things are starting to pick up with tickets, which I'm happy about. So if you're interested in coming, please do grab your seats, okay? And then the other thing is the Spiritual Foundation class that I offer is in May the 11th. That's an all-day class. Details are also on my Facebook page and my website, MilwaukeeMedium.com. If you're not tuned into my Facebook page, it's Stacie, Tatera, Medium Healer Teacher. Lots of great information, all of my classes, events for me, as well as some of the other practitioners that I work with, just trying to share all the good stuff we have going on at Inspiration Wellness Group, my center in Oak Creek. Okay, so let's go ahead and get on with the reading. I did some shuffling before we started, so they're ready to rock and roll, and we're going to see what the energy spirit has to say to us for this week. As always, I'll do 3 cards unless we're told we need more, and we are typically that first card represents the first half of the week. Second card is midweek. Third card takes us into the weekend, which will start the month of March for us. So Friday begins March, and I love March because it's actually my birthday month, and we are now in the season of Pisces. I am a Pisces, and a very water emotional sign for sure, very true to my sign. And so I love birthdays and celebrations and stuff like that, so I'm excited. And then my 11-year-old, her birthday's March 21st. My sister's is this weekend, so we have lots of birthdays coming up in March as well. So we're waiting for cards to pop. As always, when they take their time, I always think that that's a good thing, so that we can really be clear about the messages that we're receiving. Again, if you ever have questions on any of the services or classes that I'm offering, I do offer in-person private readings as well as group readings. I offer phone Skype readings as well. I'm a Reiki master teacher, so I also teach Reiki, offer classes at my center, and obviously offer Reiki sessions to my clients, which is very important to take care of yourself, right? So, managing your energy, doing the types of things you need to do to ground yourself, to be clear. Meditation, you hear me talk about that probably every reading. So we got another card to pop. They're taking their time. So let's see. I know it's coming soon. So yeah, so if you go to MilwaukeeMedium.com, go to the Schedule Now button. That actually takes you to Schedulicity, and you'll see a list of classes as well as my services. Everything is in one spot, and it's pretty user-friendly. So there we go. All right, took a little bit of time, but that's kind of how this deck is. Doesn't necessarily surprise me. So let's get started with the first card. Follow the voice of your soul, Star Ancestor. So it's interesting because I love this deck, and again, this is angels and ancestors. So a lot of the messaging that we feel from this deck is not only coming from our angels, that type of energy, but also our ancestral energy, souls that have been with us in many lifetimes. And the Star Ancestor reminds us that we need to follow the voice of your soul, And what that means is listen. Pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to the messages that you're receiving. Trust your spidey senses. Know that you're being guided and you're being driven by a wonderful universal force as well as an ancestral force that really wants us to live the very best version of our lives. And so what's interesting is we talk about moving into Pisces and the astrology of that, you'll see some star, see the Little Dipper and some of the other star types of formations that we see like for horoscopes. And so it is, you know, astrology is such a wonderful way of getting more information about ourselves. If you've ever had your chart done, it's fascinating. I usually go in for a chart reading every couple years because it can tell us a lot, and it can really talk about, based on where the planets are and what's going on, where we're at. So it gives us another way to find out information, but this is really about trusting the voice of your soul. But what that does is it takes it to the next level of you need to start getting in touch with your soul, with your inner voice. All the answers that we need are always within ourselves. And this card reminds you, trust your intuition, go within, listen to your soul. Be authentic and be honest with those choices and decisions you're making. Okay, Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing. This is where we're going. It's all going to be about following our instincts. So this week specifically, we're being asked to really listen to how we feel, really listen to that inner knowing. That medicine woman, that energy brings so much knowledge and so much wisdom and so much energy into this week's reading. It's a beautiful card. She's beautifully made up in terms of her, you know, her traditional way of how they would dress in a tribal situation. Medicine women and medicine men were always held in high regard, almost like a shaman type of energy, very healing, very knowing. And so what this card reminds you is your inner knowing. So we have listening to your soul, honor what you're getting inside of yourself, doing the work you need to do to hear what you need to hear. So many of my clients and people that I talk to that come to my classes, they want more information. Many of you want more information about how do I go within? How do I find that information? First and foremost, it's taking the time to get quiet. It's taking the time to really sit within yourself and your own energy. And when you get into that practice and you start in a meditation space or a prayer space, that's when things really start to flow for you. One of the wonderful benefits of receiving Reiki on a regular basis is that also helps you open up, you know, energy work of some kind, because there's lots of different great forms of energy healing and energy work. So, you know, you're finding something that resonates for you, but that's the kind of stuff that really helps open us up. Going to classes. I had a spirit circle last week, and, you know, we had like 10, 11 people come, and these events just really help you open up. So, you know, look into in your area who offers classes, things that you might be interested in getting involved in. But that medicine mother also reminds, the message that they're saying is, don't forget to take care of yourself. And I had a feeling that was going to come up for this week, because the medicine woman and the medicine vibe. Like right now, my youngest has been vomiting since yesterday, and so she's home from school, and we're taking care of her and getting her healthy again and using remedies and stuff that we can to get her in a better space. She's on the biomat now. And, you know, utilize what you know about, you know, medicine, about taking care of yourself. The light above me is going ting, ting, ting. So, but just remember, see things clearly. That's the other thing I get from this card. If you look around her eyes, you can see that she has these white dots. It's like seeing things clearly, making sure you're taking off the rose-colored glasses, maybe making sure that you're seeing things as they are, okay? Being honest with yourself about what that looks like. So taking care of yourself, is it food? Is it exercise? Is it rest? Is it downtime? Is it detaching from things? You need to decide what that is for you. I love this last card. We bring in some animal energy. The eagle, we see from a higher perspective. So towards the end of the week, you might find yourself having to step back and step out of a situation so that you can look at things from a different perspective. The eagle represents strength and knowledge. And what I love about this card is you see this eye, almost like your third eye. So again, we're using our third eye, our intuition. It's going to be a strong intuition week, using our insights to see things from a different perspective, from a higher perspective. When you're running through the crowd of life and you're moving through with everybody around you, you tend to look at things the way everybody else looks at them. And it's important that we kind of step outside of that, create our own energy, and look at things from a different perspective, from a different vantage or viewpoint. It's when we do that that we are really giving ourselves the opportunity to look at things from a different perspective. And how many times do I do readings for people in spirit, just, you know, gives the client enough to help them shift the way that they are looking at something, to shift that perspective. And someone will say, I've never thought of it like that before. Exactly. That's what Spirit's talking about. It's pulling yourself out of that way you've always looked at things, or the way that you've always handled things, and you're looking at it from a different perspective, being kind and compassionate in that process, because it can get frustrating when you're trying to live a high vibrational life and you're surrounded by folks that are not in that same vibration. It can be a challenge, and you can feel like you're constantly being pulled down. And that's what they're showing me, that a lot of you are feeling like you're just, it's like you're working hard to get up and then something goes, So remember, you have control of that, shifting your perspective, using that inner knowing, using that voice of your soul to really help guide you, because we came here with these gifts, and it's about us really tapping into them and starting to utilize it on a regular basis. That's the other thing they're saying. This isn't something that you use every once in a while. This is something that you want to use on a regular, consistent basis, because that's how it shifts your life. It's shifting your thoughts, shifting your perspective. That's how we make the changes that we need to make. And then we shift our energy, which ultimately impacts the people around us in a good way, whether it's family or friends, coworkers. It works. I've seen it in my own life. I've seen it in my clients' lives. It's fascinating to watch. And so it's seeing things from that high vantage point. The other thing I'm getting from this card is towards the end of the week, you might have to wait. Like the eagle knows when to go in for what it needs to eat, or what its prey, if you will. And so this is waiting for the right time to have conversations, waiting for when things are right for everybody and maybe not just you or someone else. Okay. So I'm getting that is another message they wanted me to add this week. So really, really good cards. These cards are a little bit, what I would say, more intense, but I think they really get to the point. They're guiding us. They're showing what we need to do in our lives every day, but also as we approach the energy of this week. And there are oftentimes people will reach out and say, oh my gosh, I was watching your angel card reading and I felt like you were speaking directly to me. And that's great, because that means that these messages are really helping and resonating for a lot of people. And to know you're not alone. There are a lot of people in the same positions that you're in, right? You know, working through and trying to build those intuitive muscles so that you can really tune in and tap into that and disconnect when you need to from all the flurry of stuff going on around you when it doesn't feel good. So great messages. Thank you for watching. Again, you can find me, Stacie Tatera, at MilwaukeeMedium.com. The gallery March 23rd is coming up. I just found out that is going to be a recorded event. A gentleman that's doing a documentary on mediums who had interviewed me and Mike, and I don't know if he interviewed Jen, but last year he's coming in to actually videotape our event, as it will be part of a documentary, which is pretty amazing here locally in the Milwaukee area. So that's super cool. But again, tickets are on eventbrite.com. You can find the link on the homepage of my website, MilwaukeeMedium.com. And I love to hear your comments. I thank you for reaching out. I appreciate your support. I am scheduling in April and May right now, some even in June. I had trying to get my summer schedule situated, so I appreciate your flexibility with my schedule, because it's busy and it's because of you. And I there's not enough gratitude for me to even say thank you for that. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful week. Everybody who has birthday this week and early this next week, happy birthday. Enjoy the time, and we're praying for spring. That's what we're doing here in Milwaukee. So take care. Have a blessed week. Bye-bye.